Good morning, guys. This is Mirna, Monica, and Nurhan. Today we are going to introduce you a brief conclusion about Management of Information System course. To start with, what is MOIS? MOIS is Management Information System People. As an IT manager, my objective is to provide everyone in the organization with reliable, cost-effective, timely communication and technological solutions in order for everyone to achieve his or her goal. This IT solution is composed of 6 components. These are telecommunication, hardware, software, procedure, security, and people. In fact, each layer in this pyramid depends on the previous one. Now we'll talk about characteristics of managing information system. This system is characterized with 8 features: understandable, relevant, complete, available, conscious. The most 3 important characteristics are cost-effective, which means that the cost of the solution should match with the performance. Reliable, this is to say that our solution should be accurate and consistent. And timely, we have to make sure that the solution is delivered at the right time, right place, to the right person. Now, we'll talk about the System Development Lifecycle. SDLC is the workflow or the activities that describes the process of analyzing, designing, implementing, testing, and maintaining the IT solutions that we provide. In the analysis phase, as an IT manager, we have to define project goals into defined functions and the operation of the intended application. The second phase in the SDLC is design. In this phase, manager describe desired features and operations in details based on the required features that have been defined in the analysis stage. While in the implementation phase, manager assign tasks for everyone, then manage teams to apply what has been planned and described in the previous 2 stages. The following stage is testing. Testing is considered the final stage of initial development, where software is put into production and run actual business. Finally, the last stage of SDLC is maintenance. In the maintenance stage, as IT managers, we have to check every now and then the efficiency and the performance of the solution provided. Now, we'll talk about client-server architecture. It is an architectural structural design that describes the relationship between 2 computer programs, in which one program, which is the client, requested a service from another program, which is the server. Moving on to the first component of the IT solution, which is telecommunication. First of all, what is telecommunication? Telecommunication is the transmission of information over significant distance to communicate. The objective of telecommunication is to transmit messages from sender to receiver quickly and accurately with minimal errors. The first thing we will discuss in telecommunication is the type of cables. We have 2 different types of cables, copper cables and fiber cables. Copper cables is the simplest, oldest, and cheapest method compared with fiber optics. However, the maximum distance of copper cable is 100 meters. The fiber optics cable is light and thin, with light pulses conducted through them. They are more accurate and faster than copper cable, with a maximum speed of 8 meters per second. The second topic that we will discuss is the types of devices. We have 2 types of devices, the router and the switch. The function of the router is to route the packets to its final destination. Router has 2 ports, one responsible for the WAN and the other is responsible for the WAN. WAN is a wide area network which connects telephone cables in homes to Telecom Egypt. WAN could be connected by 2 methods, either wired through fiber or copper cables, or WiMAX by using antenna from point to point. LAN is a local area network that connects 2 or more PCs through a switch. It could be connected by 2 methods, either wired by using copper or fiber cables, or wireless by using Wi-Fi. Sometimes the number of PCs are more than the number of available ports of the switch. Accordingly, in some cases, cascaded switches are needed. Now we'll talk about the second component in the pyramid, which is hardware. What is hardware? Hardware is the collection of physical elements that comprise a computer system. CPU, RAM, and ROM are components of hardware.
created using Powtoon.
Central Processing Unit implements the order that comes from the operating system. It is considered as the heart of the computer. Now, we would like to talk about the differences between random access memory and read-only memory. RAM is used in a normal operation of a computer after starting up and loading the operating system. This is because it stores the data temporarily and has a space up to 16 GB or more per chip. RAM is used primarily in the startup process of a computer, as it permanently stores the operating system. It has a space up to 4 MB or more per chip. There are 4 types of computer. Microcomputer, which has 1 CPU, mini computer, which has from 2 to 100 CPU, mainframe, which has from 101 to 1000 CPUs, supercomputer, which is the largest and fastest computer. Our rule in MOS is to size the CPU based on the number of transactions users per minute. The client has 1 CPU, however, the server, it depends on the number of transactions done per minute. For computer technology timeline, first generation developed vacuum tubes, second generation developed transistors, while the third generation developed integrated circuits. Now, we'll talk about the third layer in the pyramid, which is software. Software as a system is used to manage the hardware. There are 3 subcomponents of software: operating system, database, and application software. Operating system manages people and users competing for hardware resources. Features of operating system are multitasking versus single tasking, single user versus multi-user, single processor versus multi-processor. Client is a single user, multitasking, single processor, while server is a multitasking, multi-users, and concerning processor, it depends on the number of transactions as mentioned. Round robin is a technique that allows the operating system to manage more than one task that are competing to the same CPU at the same time. Real-time application means that the correctness of the application depends on the correct results and on the time at which the application will work. We have 2 different types of real-time: hard real-time and soft real-time. In case of hard real-time, it's critical to miss the instant result. However, in the software time, nothing seriously will happen if I miss the real-time. Moving on to database. Database is an organized collection of data. However, what is database management system? Database management system is a software that is designed to allow creating, querying, updating of database. Locking and unlocking are features that prevent 2 or more users from updating the same data at the same time. Now, we'll talk about the third and the last subcomponent of software, which is application software. What is application software? It is a computer program which is designed to perform a group of coordinated functions, tasks, or activities for the benefit of the user. There are 3 types of application software. These are enterprise resource planning, supply chain management, and customer relationship management software.
And now we will talk about the first component of the pyramid, which is procedures. So, what is procedures? Procedures is a collection of related structured activities or tasks that produce a specific service or product for a particular customer or customers. And now we will talk about the fifth component of the pyramid, which is security. So, what is firewall? It is a device or set of devices designed to permit or deny network transmissions based upon a set of rules and is frequently used to protect networks from unauthorized access while permitting legitimate communications to pass. Functions of firewall. It allows the clients to access the information but prevents hackers from doing so. Also, it allows everyone from the intranet to connect to the internet but doesn't allow anyone from the internet to access the intranet. Then, what is virus? Virus is a computer program which is capable of copying itself and typically has a detrimental effect such as corrupting the system or destroying data.
However, in order to protect your computer from viruses, antivirus programs should be used. Finally, we are going to talk about the sixth and the last layer of the pyramid, which is people. What is human resources? Human resources is the management of organization workflow. In fact, HR is needed because it is responsible for attraction, selection, training, assessment, and rewarding employees.
Created using Powtoon.
The first type of organizational structure is classical structure. It consists of functional structure when you organize your department based on ICT functions. The product structure, it consists of telecommunication hardware and software. Geographical structure, when you distribute your subordinates based on geography. The second one is matrix organizational structure, when employees have dual reporting system within an organization. Then we will discuss the balanced scorecards. Balanced scorecard is mainly a strategic planning and management system to determine how to align your vision to all business activities. This can be easily done through the ICT strategy plan that starts with a vision and ends with the organizational structure. Then we will talk about the key performance indicators, the KPI. KPI help organizations define and measure progress towards organizational goals. Once an organization has analyzed its mission, identified all its stakeholders, and defined its goals, it needs a way to measure progress towards those goals. So KPI are those measurements. Then we will talk about appraisals. There are two types of appraisals, a classical appraisal and 360-degree appraisal. The classical approach is a sort of assessment by managers to appraise their subordinates. Its main disadvantage that it's a one-man stand, only the manager is appraising everyone. The 360-degree appraisal documents received and that people feedback from managers, employees, and subordinates. Its main disadvantage that it's time and effort consuming. Now we will talk about the ISP and ASP versus cloud computing. ISP is an organization that provides access to the Internet. ASP provides access over the Internet to applications and related services. Cloud computing. A cloud is a powerful combination of cloud computing, networking, storage, management solutions, and business applications facilitate a new generation of IT and consumer services. Features of cloud computing has on-demand storage, delivery of demand computing resources, multiple number of CPUs. Services or infrastructure, storage, network, computing power. Big data is a software that transfers the huge data into information or knowledge. Features of big data. Number 1, unstructured data. Data are not in rows or columns. Number 2, stream. Data is delivered worldwide in a stream of data. Number 3, magnitude. There is a huge amount of data. Number 4, real time. Internet of Things and big data can save a life.
Created using Powtoon.